Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and of course our EMP shock troops at home and abroad. Welcome to the Rec Room. Happy everybody's least favorite day of the week, or I'll say it sarcastically, everybody's favorite day of the week. We're back for Metal Monday, resuming our progress of old and hopefully eventual blind content for MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, currently progressing on PlayStation 5. Get caught up on a couple things going on around here since it's been a few days since we last streamed. Had a weekend in between. So, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to exactly light fireworks and kind of got the Monday thing going on anyway. So, anyway, if you're new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the breakdown on what makes our, I got it backwards. You get the breakdown on what is going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates and creative commentary, and I'm saying it backwards, of course, because I already did it the other way, and the rundown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of long-running video game deep dives and commentary. So yeah, I really have everything backwards today. So who knows what is going to happen? Buckle up; it could be any manner of circumstances and shenanigans tonight. Um, so yeah, I guess first things first, numbers. So thank you to our latest follow over on Odysee, and check that out. We are at 100. This is our first platform to hit triple digits. So thank you to everybody that's been contributing over the last few years. I wish there was something more I could do to celebrate, like have a giant discount sale, but there's not really a whole lot I can do. I forgot to mention, the reason that we're doing this is to hopefully find connections with those of you out there who have similar interests, because we're working on building a franchise from scratch in the form of the Firewall Protocol, and that's over on Amazon, hard copy, Kindle, and Kindle Unlimited. So what I would normally try to do would be like, hey, let's mark this thing down. Well, Amazon's not super cool about that. It's a headache to do it, and it kind of disqualifies from other things. Not to mention, I didn't realize until maybe a year in, I've already got it almost at the lowest price they'll even let me put it at. For some reason, there's a margin between retail and cost, but there's some other factors in there that they don't let you go any lower, so I can't really do a whole lot. So I guess if anything, I'll at least get you some concept art today. Um, because I wish, like I said, I wish there's more we can do to celebrate. I think we're at over 200 collectively across our three platforms that we've still been keeping up with, which are Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube. So Odysee is the only team on the board for the month, both Twitch and YouTube in the negative, which kind of uncommon, but all part of the process. So we're moving along. Of course, we're not for everybody, but we're going to maintain consistency, try to maintain schedule, and just our format of doing things. Kind of quasi family friendly. The idea is to keep everything clean, but of course, we do delve into mature titles, which I don't really have control over the content within those, but everything else on this side of the camera, hopefully, without offense as much as possible. So yeah, what else is going on? So I guess let's talk creative stuff next. So I was kind of a couple minutes late tonight. Wanted to make sure I got you something. So I mentioned last week I was working on this massive back burner project, and I've got a list of about anywhere from 50 to 100 characters I want to work on for art prints, and I got about 25 prints done last year. I had about half a dozen characters that were kind of like in a near complete state. But one of them heavily involved doing some crazy texture baking. And for those of you not on the creative side, I'll try not to labor you with too much details. But if any of you do want to know details, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to explain. Because I do want to talk more about creative things and more firewall protocol stuff, but obviously our audience is kind of small, still growing, and so even though we're doing gaming, I don't mind detouring for that if anybody is interested. So I mentioned there's a Halo project, and the character in question has a very distinct look, and I had to do a lot of stuff from reference to make sure that I could rebuild it in such a way that it was not using assets from any other project or any other, intellectual property. So here's what we got going on. So I've got two in the works. Last week I spent, several days getting the textures coordinated for. On the right, you got Cortana, and I'm very particular about the style, and apparently Microsoft is going to probably find themselves in hot water since they've changed their style so many times. Because I bet you for the Halo campaign Evolved, which is supposed to come out this year, I still don't think they have revealed what she's going to look like. And man, they have changed her look quite a bit. And I think in some cases they've changed it for the sake of trying to appease different audiences. And it's like I personally just like, hey, go for consistency. I mean, she's had some minor changes across the games, but during the Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo Anniversary era, she kind of had a similar look, and that's kind of what I was going for here. That's probably personally my favorite, and then I don't really care for most of the modern stuff beyond that. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's her design has also had a lot of whiplash. It's gone from very suggestive to completely opposite, so kind of somewhere in the middle there. So yeah, as mentioned, it took several days to get that ready. In that case, I don't have a background yet. I don't have a pose yet. I've had several different ideas, and nothing's come together with any great ease. So a lot of time projects are split up based on, okay, how easily can I get this done without having to stop and do a lot of manual stuff? Well, since running out of time before Hamster Lab here, I figured I'd get that one out of the way because that was the last major manual project I had working on. Then, of course, any fighting game fans, I guess, or even just general pop culture fans probably recognize Chun-Li, of course. So I had one done for her several years ago, but I didn't have this costume, and I had, pose, background, everything done. But it seemed kind of weird to be working on it without having her most iconic costume. And actually, somewhere over the last year or two, somebody released a royalty-free, generic, nondescript version, which clearly fits the bill. So the challenge was, though, there's some imperfections with the costume, and that when it comes to working with a lot of clothing, like dresses and things like that, they don't always pose very well because the designers sometimes intend for them to be designed through a physics simulation, so that way everything drapes correctly. And that because of that, I've got to fix some things, and then at least that will be the biggest hurdle for that one. And then I've already got a background and pose and everything selected, but I think just making everything work correctly with the costume plus the pose is still going to take a little bit more time. But the good thing is I got a couple new projects under the way, so I can't promise when these will be ready, but hopefully maybe these plus a couple others might be contenders for the next batch I get done, maybe by our mid-April show. So at least want to show you some of the stuff still going on. And part of the reason for the time crunch here is just because I've got 1 week left until Hamster Lab time, so that's going to radically alter my workflow. So the daily hours are going to be consumed with that. That means I have to shove everything else into the evenings and weekends and so on. So that means I'm not going to have as much time to do this. So thankfully, if I get the difficult stuff out of the way, I can just work on easier stuff in the evening and get going on writing progress again. So the challenge for this week has been trying to not get myself too heavily invested in something else to mess up my efforts for next week, and then also make sure I'm still maximizing the time that is available, because this will be the last set of uninterrupted days to get anything done if I have the means to. So I feel pretty good so far. Did some, I worked a lot on the Chun-Li one yesterday and today. But as far as when that will get finished, like I said, I don't know. But yeah, we got some stuff going on, progress being made. And so what's going on in the pop culture world? The only thing that kind of caught my attention is probably the shakeup over at Microsoft's gaming studios. So I guess the guy that's been running things for a long time, Phil Spencer's out, and somebody directly underneath him is also resigning. I don't know what the reason is, couldn't tell you. But what is really intriguing is that the person potentially going to be head of Microsoft Gaming is somebody who's the head of their AI department, or at least one of their AI projects. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be wonderful. So you got somebody who's head of AI going to be in charge of gaming. That can't bode well. Not to mention, from what I read in an article, that this individual supposedly has next to no gaming experience, and is questionable whether any qualifications whatsoever. So I'm no expert. I have wholly distrusted Microsoft for at least a decade and a year or two now. So anybody who's been holding on to Microsoft for this long, I don't know what to tell you. Clearly, the large print writing that was on the wall was so obvious, and you still couldn't read it. You're kind of lost cause. I'm not somebody who's platform agnostic or anything. I will go wherever at least the decent quality and the traditional models are. Microsoft has not been that, and I know even Sony has its faults, as does Nintendo. So there's not really any perfect platform. The one thing that Microsoft did in its favor, which drew me to it, 20 some years ago, was in the nature of social gaming through LAN and all that. And they decided to get rid of it and said it wasn't important enough because they thought online was the future, which there's no denying that online isn't an extensive part of gaming. But if you sacrifice the other part, which is also key and maintaining your longevity, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So. I know there's been some sprinkled news through other franchises, but nothing's really popped up. I mean, the biggest thing last week was the news of the DOA 6 plus, or at least a updated version of DOA 6 plus another title they're working on for the 30th anniversary of DOA. We'll see where that goes. DOA essentially replaced my primary in the form of Mortal Kombat, so DOA was a big time sink for a number of years. So whether I'd get back into that, I don't know. Did also get to check out Mortal Kombat Collection a little bit with a friend this weekend, and since there has been trouble on the horizon with the Tomb Raider collection, at least frustration thereof, for Throwback Thursday, may eventually try to try the single player PS1 titles for the Mortal Kombat Collection. That'd be kind of both frustrating and funny at the same time because they're so bad that they're bad. They're not even so bad that they're good kind, but it'd be kind of fun to go through them anyway. So that's all we got for plans. So let's get going on some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries here, and we are on episode 23 of Season 2, which is called Galaxy Grazer, because where we left it, we got through I guess our aimless meandering following the Rosalhag stuff. I can't remember if Rosalhag was last time or the one before, but I think the primaries at this point are trying to keep working on these high reward quests, or which are essentially the fixed ones that are static and they give you stuff rather than just being the procedurally generated. We still have at least 3 major campaigns ahead of us. We still have the Dragon's Gambit, we still have Solaris Showdown, and then we still have the Shadow of Kerensky stuff. So this is, as a reminder for everybody, this is like a 4th playthrough for me. I mean, I've only done 2 partials. We did as much as a full playthrough as I consider for Season 1. But this time we're going to try to keep it consolidated just to the fixed stuff, the stuff that would matter, that people would all, either look at from a strategy standpoint or at least have a reference point, because procedural random stuff to me doesn't matter. I mean, you get a new experience out of that. Some people might find some new stuff, but I'd rather try to focus on things that are similar, and then be able to provide strategies for those, and also just to play through the story elements where those are also fixed things. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're also going to try to take on some more arena missions when available. I'm still on the quest to find the ideal fire starter in the form of the X1. So that's why I've been doing some arena stuff. And honestly, over our last playthrough, we did not really maximize the mercenary intel, and we also did not maximize the arena stuff there. So there could be some other cool things outside of that. So it would be beneficial to do that while playing. But again, to me, it's not really exciting. Fighting a bunch of AI piloted bots has already proven to have some very, very rough edges. So it doesn't really make it very entertaining. But at the same time, if we can at least find the items we're looking for, hopefully that will justify the process. But that's all I got for now. So I might as well get going here. I have rambled long enough. And here we go. The usual, the boring, the multilingual text. Yeah, we've only been in space for 15 years. I don't know. I'm not doing the math tonight. So yeah, we flew all the way out to the western side, which is in House Steiner territory. So I think we're going to dip into House Merrick and try to at least activate all of the high reward quests while trying to get to the one that we want to do. And of course, I'm still trying to keep an eye on the star map, so now that we've finished Rosalhag, it is now its greenish teal entity up here. Still got the green entity of House Liao. Now, it looks like... So, the St. Ives thing has been resolved. There was, like, floating variations within this time space. That's been resolved. So, you still have this blue one here. You've also got this blue one, which is kind of persistent. So, this is also... Or maybe this is the St. Ives one. But whatever these small pieces right here have kind of gone away. And, of course, as a reminder, that post the Kestrel Lancer stuff, this whole chunk here, which normally... I think it was part of the House Liao. I think got sucked into this. So again, I have to go back there to review all that. But we're over here in House Steiner, and they're not... Well, I think they're finally liking us a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Merc is one... Merc and Corita are usually the last two, because we've had to do a lot of opposition to House Corita here. But once we get Dragon's Gambit... Yeah, see, they're a +5. Yeah, Davion's fine. They're minus. House Liao's probably even, because we haven't done too much there. And then, yeah, of course, Rosalhag should be like, yeah, minus 25. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we're at 76 million in C-bills, so that's quite a bit. It's kind of enough to work with. I should probably put some stuff in cold storage, so we're not spending so much on fuel. I can't remember what this hero mech was, so I think we'll fly down here because it's on the way. But, oh, get rid of this. Did I collect that from our last battle? Because we won't need most of this stuff again until we get to the major chain. Right now, we're not taking on crazy heavy stuff, so flying around with this much in inventory is only going to cost fuel and other things. So the Zeus is pretty vanilla. I think let's move that to cold storage, and we'll just have to pay to bring them back out. Stalker's also pretty vanilla. I mean, they're a couple of our heavier mechs, but don't know what else to do otherwise. Now, the fact I have... Okay, so the reason I pulled these guys out was because I needed to do a free-for-all in the arena. So I guess not much to expect there. I want to get this this thing upgraded. I want to start baking everything in the face with lasers. So the question is level 2. So I've got 16 of them. And I've only got 2 of them active. So let's go 1... Now maybe what I'll do is I'll put the others to 3 so it's not overheating still. So that would actually give me 2 back and only take 2 of my 3s. Wow, we've got 24s. I've only got 5 big ones, but if I actually, you know what, if I don't let the bots use this, that's 6. That's still 14 on reserve. What's my best small laser here? Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Alright, yeah, we're going to do this. This thing is going to start cooking some stuff. This is going to be painful for them. I didn't think we had so many, but just got to be careful they don't lose them all. There we go. So we still got 14 left. That's healthy. Increase the damage by 7. Kind of no jump jets, of course. Now, of course, preventing heating would be a good thing. Now, actually, it'd be better if I was doing this with some... So right now, our heating is at 2.3. We got enough double heat sinks here. So we still got... Oh, I could do that. So we're up to 2.6 and still have 3 pounds left over. Let's put some heat sinks on the leg. Okay, so I can only... Well... If I wanted to balance this here... Oops. Alright, so if I can afford 2 more... Or 3 more... Let's do that. And a single. There we go. We got double heat sinks for days. I mean, it would probably help if I actually gave it some fists, you know, to actually punch something with, but I got 2 medium knuckles. I'll hold off on that. Don't have enough of those in reserve. 64 days. This thing's gonna kick some butt, though, when it's done. Okay. Yeah, and I probably should have saved before doing that, but whatever. Let's actually do a save now before flying out of here. Stancia. Okay. So I forgot, unless they changed anything on us. Let's go see what this one is. I mean, the only hard passes so far have been like the Bacon Vulcan. Highlander. See, actually, that might be worth it. How much was it? It's kind of so comical. It's the Highlander with the sword of all things. I guess I'm not really a huge fan of the paint style. That's a very 70s and 80s kind of space coloring. It's got three lasers, not very enticing. It's got a ton of armor, but the firepower is high. Why is the firepower so high? I wonder if it's because of the sword. And then it's not, doesn't have, well, I guess maybe it's the missiles that contribute to that as well. I mean, it's a 20. Man, that would cut into the bank, and I'm not really going to be using it. I mean, it would be good to have a 90. We don't have much for 90s as it is, so really I've only got the Victor so far. I'm not ready to do it yet. So I got our thing down to 1.6 instead of 2.1 plus. Yeah, I'm not ready for that. Not ready for that level of commitment. Sorry. Just not. Okay, so as mentioned, let's go down here. Well, actually, I think we just need to clip this zone. We should be able to activate this. So we still need to get kill another stalker, some other small scrubs, and still find these other LRM 20s, which appear to be quite elusive. Man, there's a lot of LBX-10 stuff. And admittedly, I was thinking about the other day, I really need to get going on trying to expand into some of these other weapons and try to figure out how to use them effectively too, because kind of don't touch some of this stuff. All right, so we're just going to fly into the top of this one and see if this does anything. Oh, new industrial hub. Yep, so 300,000 AC-10s, large lasers, and a singular large laser and multiple small lasers. So that's a reputation 10. I mean, obviously we can handle that one. And that's right next to us, and apparently we got 2 parts. We're not activating that immediately. So I think this one must have just popped up from flying into there. But we were headed over this way. Why it's not still marked, I don't know. So we're gonna... Oh, I did not... Where are we? We did not stop at the Cantina one, so we'll stop here and then go directly over. Okay, so black market. I appreciate that they put the 50% markup in here now that I know that, because I was like, what is the point of this place? It's all junk and never quite the selection. So nothing we want here. Yeah, that hunchback sucks compared to ours. Check the Cantina. Collect 5 LRM tier 15 tier 3s, I mean, so slightly easier, but not likely. 7 Igors, yeah, we'll take that for 1.7. Keep working on that War Dog. And then star map again. We'll head over to, I guess, try to hit this Cantina. While we're here, we should get the other transmission. Yep, so there's, this one says mining, Tamarind Mining Company. So they're telling us 2.3 and XP. There better be a mech or something. So right now that doesn't sound all... I mean, the 2 point something's appealing, but... So kill 5 Vindicators, no. We'll take out Demolishers for Chemical Laser. We don't run across the Demolishers. It took us forever to get that one done. I'll add it, but if we need room, that's going to be the first to go. Okay, so we got that one activated. Let's go up to here. Actually, do I want to hit the... You know what? Let's go... Ooh, do I want to go to the arena? Does it tell us what we... No, we don't know what's there yet. Let's go Cantina, Arena. We'll hit these up, and then we'll loop around, hit this Industrial Hub, and I think this was where we were trying to get to. Bow and Arrow, yeah. Because I think this is the lowest recommended one, so we're going to try to get the lowest difficulty stuff knocked out first. I mean, you've got academies all over the place down here. And we still have yellow, 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 yellow. So there's at least 4 more that have not been unlocked yet. So we could spend a ton of time down here just even doing high reward quests. There goes another 1.5, so we're down to 72. I don't think we've seen the Annihilator yet. This is the big bad dog. This is kind of like the heaviest thing I know of. Other than the Urban, the biggest mech and one of the smallest mechs both move at 32 clicks an hour. It is so slow, and the other thing is it's got such a massive recoil, so I don't know how I feel about this thing. It's like something I don't really want to use until I actually have to. Everything else is pretty generic in here, so we're not going to worry about any of that. Alright, so let's check for the 20 as always. Nothing to see. There's a 3 with an Artemis 4 on it. Ooh, we'll take the level 3 machine guns, though. So I think the LRM's the only thing we're looking at, and they didn't have that. Well, I guess we should always check for LB10s. So there's a 0, but we got 7. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Okay, Cantina. Wow, 5. Oh, man. So there's going to be the mask, which is, you know, the accelerator thing. If you have the hard point, they give you 5 million, but the fact is well, don't know how many quick draws we've run. I think we've run across those a little bit more frequently than others. Well, potentially... Oh, I'm already full, so I don't know if that's really worth it. To get a 5 mil payout and some rarities, though. You know what? Let's scratch that other one I was talking about, and we'll add that. So what did I say? The Demolishers. So we've already got plenty of War Dog ones in there. Okay, Cantina. Quick draws. Alright. And let's head over to the... I was going to say, the colors there for a second look like the other one that we didn't buy. Alright, let's go check the arena out here. Oh, nah, it's a pilot. Never mind. Got my hopes up for nothing. So medium claw, AC burst, ooh, laser, medium laser. Alright, well, we'll buy extras. We'll grovel for medium lasers and heavy abundant machine guns. Yeah, we'll take more of these. A medium claw, though. Must master Eagle Craw. Never forget that from a Billy Blanks movie. You know, he did actually do movies before Tybo. We don't really need the 2s, but might as well. And he, you know, he supposed to actually did martial arts before that, you know. Solids, only 0s though. Nothing I feel confident in getting in abundance. Okay, mech market, what do we got? Catapult, Centurion, Marauder, Stalker, Wolverine, don't care. Okay, arena contracts, what do we got? 4v4 light. I mean, see, I would think that might increase our chance here. Free for all open. Bring whatever weight class. You know what? Let's try both of these. If they're not multi-mission, so let's do a save. Cortana. Never heard of it. Alright, 4v4 light. So we'll take in our other teammates here, but let's go... 500 is decent, but I want to get as much salvage as possible. Is 18 enough? I don't know. Let's go 22. Yeah, it's not much of a payout, but we'll do it. There we go.
Visibility will be limited out there.
Same for them. So we have VCR Head and Captain Crisp.
All right, this match is underway. These two MechWarriors are going toe-to-toe. But we definitely can't see their toes, Jackson. Indeed, we can't.
He's like, I am stuck with this guy again.
Hostile mech spotted.
On the other side of us. Problem with a lightweight in an urban town. Oh, they're on the outlet. Oh. I was going the wrong diagonal. And of course, they're sitting in the corner. The AI is so bad on these arena missions.
New target, Commander.
Should have some heavy machine guns on us now. Yeah, see, they're sitting there.
Now we're talking. Looks like they're about to rain down fire on each other. I hope they brought their umbrellas. Oh man, he just donated his arm to the salvagers after that hit. Oh, that's very
Yeah, see, only two of them are even moving. Does that throw them off because they only took three? They can't pick a target?
Cotton, this could be a turning point. His weapon system has been damaged. This could spell trouble. I can spell trouble already.
Oh, that's an M. We don't have an M, but...
Erroneous.
Erroneous.
Delivered another opponent straight to the abyss.
And the other one decided to run for cover and just hide in the back.
Graveyard. I just hope they don't come back as ghosts. That's why you sleep with a nightlight.
Got him.
Mason picks up the victory.
I'll destroy legs was the option.
Ooh, he won some fans, including me. I'll be sticking around for his autograph.
Oh, sorry, pal. I charge too much for morons.
Bother counting.
Well, that thing moves up pretty slowly. So we only got an option for the Commando and the Locust. And the Supercharger's on there, though. I guess we'll take both those to scrap them. And jump jet. La-di-da. Okay. Did we do enough damage is the question. Do I need to... Well, we're already here. Don't be putting that junk in my inventory. One day, yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Oh, there's more arena stuff. How did I not see those before? Okay. Alright, contracts. This one. Free for all. Let's see here. So it seems like there's a better chance here, because if I bring a lightweight, then they all bring lightweights, and there's 7 more to pick from rather than the limited option of a team battle. Yeah, that's going to be a terrible payout, but whatever. The end game is the X1. Except I don't need you guys right now. Riding the pine. Now, of course, it would be bad if they are bringing heavies and I only brought a lightweight. That's probably why you got the penalty. You had room for 100 and I brought 2. I was only supposed to bring 1. Oops.
We're moments away from a big-time clash here in the arena. These
Oop,
combatants look like they're ready to put on a hell of a show. Things are heating up now.
Where you going, Raven? So destroy legs, deal missile damage. Yeah, can't promise either. Maybe I can do the legs. Well, obviously I can't do missiles. So missiles are off the table.
There goes a leg. An arm just got shredded in
Oh, there's
the
11
chaos.
enemies. Okay. There's any more to pick from. Come here. There we go.
Oh, that's one less appendage to worry about.
Target acquired.
Lee, Jenner. Man, it's all garbage. So far.
Target spider.
Spider sandwich.
They cannot afford to lose another leg after that. This could prove to be a huge turning point here.
Jenner.
Their weapon systems just suffered a huge blow. He'll have people
There goes a
talking
leg.
after that. Pop goes the arm. Savage.
Destroyed. New target Phoenix Hawk. Target
Denied.
destroyed.
Oh, there's still one more over here.
New target flee.
This one hasn't even moved. What? It's like literally just sitting here and doing nothing. Like, now I'll move. Yeah, it hasn't even damaged yet.
Target destroyed.
Alright, now some are closing in.
Target acquired.
The Griffin? Yeah, that doesn't qualify as a light. So I guess they can put up, they will bring in another weight class. Still dead, but
New target black.
yeah, these are mediums.
No mercy. Correct him with a headshot.
Oh, what is it?
Target
Urban. Ugh.
Jake Mason lands the winning blow. What a finish.
Better count for something. No X1s to be found. All right. So I bump up all that, and I still only get access to like 2 of them. A Raven and an Urban. Oh, we got no Ravens. I guess we'll take that. But oh, actually, take both. You know, there we go. Unless they threw a lot of goodies down here, which doesn't look like they did. Take the supercharger. And that. And some unusual stuff, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't much of a payout. Okay. Yeah, and I still don't know. So we took care of the Raven one a while ago. Okay, so now star map. Let's get out of here. So that's a pilot. Not too concerned. We're full, so I don't really need to hit the cantina. Oh, but the plan was to go up here. We can come back around after we do our other mission here. So let's just hit 1 in the territory to make it activate. Oh, I should have started repairs. Oops. So the false flag. So average goodies, nothing too promising. And then let's go. I don't really care about stopping anywhere while we're in here, so let's. Alright, we'll hit halfway. Well, actually, it's past halfway. Dang it, I just paid more for that. Those other mechs. Whoops. That was extra 500,000. Okay, transmission. Who's this? This guy. Free Worlds League. Defend the Enhanced. Oh, there we go. That one's kind of on my list to get some medium lasers. Maybe we'll tackle that one tonight if all goes well with the intended one. Okay, let's get over to the industrial hub. Look at that. See, that's in the middle of nowhere. You got the one in question as part of that. That's interesting. Okay. Look at this. This is another one outside of territory. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. That's very unusual. It's got 4 arena contracts. You know what? We'll hit up this industrial hub, get the repairs, and go see if there's anything fun up there. So we got 2v2 open. No restrictions. Okay. Team combat light. I guess we could do that. There it goes. Alright, so elite pilot. Not interested in that. Oh, there's also got some rare mech up there too. It's actually showing rare mechs for a bunch of spots now. Again, mildly unusual. I'm gonna drop some people off. The Warner MechWarrior Academy. Alright. Let's do a save. Definitely not Star Wars New Hope. Star Wars has been out of hope for a while. Alright. Did I just overdo 3 again? I don't know. Okay. So we can take up to 4. We're only going to take 3, but let's get coverage. Max salvage. Alright, VCR head. You can have the other fire starter. Crisp. Commando. There we go. Gonna take a break after this one if I can wait that long.
Ava Masters coming to you from inside the arena, and we've
Whoa,
got a
4
real
teams?
slugfest about to get underway.
Wow. I didn't realize it was actually 4
Enemy mech
teams.
closing on our position.
I thought it was like 2 teams. I didn't realize it was 4 full teams.
New target, fire starter.
There's a K.
He's really delivering out there. Donated that leg to the scrapyard.
And get disadvantage.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Someone's walking away with a little less hardware.
Target
Nice kill, Commander. It's about to go all explodey.
Oh, there's the M. Let's see if we can get one of these M's if I manage to succeed.
This could really impact the match. Their offensive capabilities have taken a hit. Direct hit! Arm blasted right off!
Alright, is that all of orange? Nope, orange still got one left.
Javelin.
Send them all to the scrap heap.
Alright, purple's got a solo over here. Another M.
That arm just became a casualty of battle. Let's see if that shifts the momentum here. This arm is history, just like Duncan Fisher.
Alright.
Destroyed.
Okay, that's one full team and a straggler. I gotta take a break here real quick. Leave you in suspense. Be right back. Okay, we're back. We're like pausing the action mid-mission, right? You know? But hey, at least I didn't bombard you with boring sponsors, right? Okay. Where were we? Ah, yes, the two remaining teams need a whooping. Purple and yellow.
Raven.
I don't care how much jump jet fuel you got. You're going down.
They got shredded. Let's see how they respond.
Didn't learn the first time.
Direct hit. Their firepower just took a hit.
Mech neutralized.
Alright.
Target
Have left.
commanded.
So you get for charging me.
Acquired.
That was done.
Destroyed.
Man, not a single X1. Man, they're getting cut down. Is it 10, so we still got two more out of here, huh? Oh, there they are. There's an H. Come on. There's the K. Or the X1, I should say. Already got a K. Oh, Mr. Triple Flamethrower. Big tough guy.
Looks like Zoa just lost a metal limb.
The pyrotechnician. Alright, down here.
Target acquired.
This one kind of got lost also. Purple seemed to send stragglers everywhere. Or excuse me, is it magenta? Ant. Boot.
Mason secures the win. He definitely didn't disappoint. A far cry from Duncan Fisher.
So this Duncan Fisher person's an amateur? Alright, so we're not getting much for X1 contact. We only had one last episode, and that was it. Alright, that went up a little better. I mean, that was like an 11 mech showing and another 12 mech showing, and still didn't find one. So I can purchase this M. Oh, it says we already have an M. I guess there's nothing exciting there after all. I mean, I guess I can take it to field another one, but yeah, of everything in here, we've got everything. Huh, okay. And not really anything else I want. Let's go by price. Yeah, minimal damage, so... Okay, I guess time to get on with business here. What was this one? 2v2? Nah, I don't really feel like doing that one now. So we're back up to 73. So the plan was go check this out. You know what? Do I want to do this first? Let's go do this first. We spent a little too much time on random things here, so let me get repairs done, and then... So let me see what's going on with this thing. So machine gun, pulse lasers, pulse lasers. So it's got 4 small lasers and 2 machine guns. Is that it? I mean, I guess, I don't know if it's got more jumping capacity, but at least you can concentrate your small lasers. But I don't know about that one. Okay. Repair. 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 And get out of Dodge. Alright, so let's go take this one. Collect a victor. Yeah, you ain't getting the victor I got. Not for 5 million anyway. Nope, nothing to see here. Okay. Let us save. And Let's see what kind of bow and arrow quest they're putting us on. Oh, here we go. So we got to take out episode 4. And there's several for episode 5. Oh, that's back where we did the first split. And we'll leave that alone for now. Okay. Save. Okay. Contract. Once you got. Take away their toys. So it's a 65, so it's average 270. We can afford that, or we can field that, I should say. Hope this is location of the mech. At the very least, there'll be some substantial information. So I forgot what the overall quest was, I guess. So what happens when it goes between the time of acknowledging it. So, alright. So I don't care about airstrike. We'll get 1 damage coverage. I don't want to go too crazy here. We need to start getting some cash back. And at 270, I'm taking my hunchback. That's what I'm doing. Bake some faces. And then you can have your catapult, I guess. And what are you specialized in, if anything? Nothing. Yeah. Gonna show me. Okay. Marauder. Yeah, we're still way under. You know what? We can give you Cyclops. What does he still need? He still needs ballistics and missiles anyway, so I guess that'll work for him. She still needs ballistics. That does not help with the ballistics. How about I think that's lasers. With the dragon. It's got a ballistic on it. 200 out of 270. Yeah, we're under. That's okay. Too concerned. Because I got a hunchback with a lot of lasers on it. Is it raining? It's raining. There's no...
That first destination from Kate was picked clean by an unknown force. I was able to track the looters' steps back here to a remote staging area. Go in and level their base. Let's see if they have that archer.
Oh, we're going for an archer. Is this for the Ganymede? This might be the Ganymede quest. Especially the title, Bow and Archer. Or
My
Bow
father
and...
used to tell me stories of his days merking with Kincaid. They sounded close. Still, I've never met the guy. Why would he bequeath his mech to me? He had his own family. Shouldn't Cade or one of his other children be the ones inheriting it?
Kincaid was a complicated man. He was noble-born and served in the Free World's Guards, one of the most prestigious units in the Free World's League. But he was a drunk with a mean temper who, through a series of events, saw himself dishonorably discharged. He quickly became a pariah to both the military and the Marek court. On the verge of losing everything, he traveled to the mercenary star Galatea, where your father found him drinking himself into a hole in the back alleys of Galatea City. He gave the Baron a new lease on life, and was a key force in Kincaid turning his life around for the better.
Awesome.
I guess he felt that he owed it to my father for saving him from himself.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
I don't want to be standing this close to this guy.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it
Okay, I'll
apart.
take it out if we need to.
Tango down.
They're yakking the whole time. I want to do weapon group changing. So I can't tell which are the 4s and the other. I think these two need to go. Oh, you know what? I can just put 3 and those 2 together. Never mind. I'll just leave that. and do that. Okay, so everything else, I guess, can stay the same. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Not much is going to survive that.
New target catapult.
As long as I hit stuff accurately.
Nasty hit there.
You don't have arms to punch with. About to lose a torso, though. Oh, I've lost everything. You restart. Yeah, I did lose the torso. I got a little sloppy there. I'm going to listen to them yak about history again. Yeah, that would be the torso with virtually every high-end laser on it, leaving you the useless gimpy T-Rex arms, which are not installed. And now we wait. Okay. Here we go.
That first destination from Kate was picked clean by an unknown force. I was able to track the looters' steps back here to a remote staging area. Go in and level their base. Let's see if they have that archer.
My father used to tell me stories of his days merking with Kincaid. They sounded close. Still, I've never met the guy. Why would he bequeath his mech to me? He had his own family. Shouldn't Cade or one of his other children be the ones inheriting it?
Target acquired.
Kincaid was a complicated man. He was noble-born and served in the Free World's Guards, one of the most prestigious units in the Free World's League. But he was a drunk with a mean temper who, through a series of events, saw himself dishonorably discharged. He quickly became a pariah to both the military and the Merc court. On the verge of losing everything, he traveled to the mercenary star Galatea, where your father found him drinking himself into a hole in the back alleys of Galatea City. He gave the Baron a new lease on life, and was a key force in Kincaid turning his life around for the better.
I guess he felt that he owed it to my father for saving him from himself.
Target
Our
acquired.
target is now marked. Go get him.
Whoa! The secondary laser ripped that one apart.
Target acquired.
Yeah, just spent so much time talking about history, they already found the target 5 minutes prior. Which, last time I was thinking was like the mech for some reason. I'm like, oh no, let's destroy the base.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
Nice shooting.
Yeah, that could punch a hole. I mean, that thing's bigger than me. As long as I don't get too sloppy. Alright, but we're on overheating here. So it'll take me longer to destroy stuff, but at least I can hold my own against these other mechs. Thanks for putting the door there, Dragon.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
Acquired.
Hostile blew off part of a mech.
Yeah, about a third of it.
Eliminated.
There we go. Okay.
structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
Alright, what stuff can I start walking over for cheap damage here? Apparently not the wall. Wow. Should have hit both that and the wall. Now, perhaps if you hired competent security forces. Just gonna walk through this stuff. Oops, somebody's here. Like I said, competent security forces. This is not it.
Impressive shot. That cockpit is gone.
Oop, he's walking through here. Oh, another interloper.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile. New target broken.
Oh, I missed. Dared mess with Quasimodo.
I can shoot you back, right?
Target acquired.
There's a Manicore.
Target destroyed.
Well, that's it for the base. But it looks like that archer was never here to begin with.
I could have told you that because I've played this one before.
Best get back to the dropship. Hopefully, we'll have better look at the next location.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take 4 initially, because I was thinking had to conserve the lightweight mechs, but I'm like, I guess I could have taken a 4th one. So I don't remember, but maybe do we have some resistance, like the family members getting away and say, how dare you? I think the daughter is like, no, you can have it, but son or something might be like, no, you can't.
Ready to jump.
Yeah, I got 3 mil. Whoa. Everything except the lasers is extra crispy. Yeah, we don't even have enough to take any of those. But we do have enough to take that medium laser. Not much else to pick from, though. So I can't even take the small one, right? Nope, 24. So I guess I'll take all this stuff. Take that. Definitely want those. Sell a ton of those if I want. Alright. Part 2. Flooding second location. Okay. Alright. Chase that down. So Manicores, we still need another 7. We still need another 10 harassers, and we didn't see any Igors that time. No quick draws, no stalkers. Okay. Where are we? Over here. Alright, so I don't know if this will activate the Merc company or not. But, do I need to do repairs? I should do repairs. Hopefully it shouldn't cost us too much here. Travel cost near 100 seatbelt plus 20, yeah, so 100, yeah. Interesting. So in that case, it would have been cheaper, but the time may or may not have been. So I'm probably gonna pay more for mine by 90,000. Yeah, 100,000 to get to the hub. Oh, a hero one popped up. You know what? Guess what? We're gonna detour. Cancel. Cancel. Oops. Cancel. We out of here. I don't think that popped up prior, so let's go do this. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes these don't pop up till after you leave. Ooh, it's a hero quick draw. I don't have this one? Yes, the zombie-esque looking thing. For 14. The blood vessel. So it's got... So speed, it's got an average 64. It's got 2 lasers. This is actually very, very well rounded. It's got 2 of everything. This would be good for the bots to use. For upgrading and stuff. I could probably put some average stuff on it and not worry about it. You know what? I think we'll do that one just for the sake of collecting those. But let's check the other stuff while we're here. Solids. Ooh, level 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go on a spending spree here. Alright, what about my lasers and machine guns? Oh, the LRM 20. No dice in the LRM 20, looks like. Nope. Only a 0. Alright, nothing for mediums. Alright, let's get the repairs done. Alright, we'll buy this goofy thing. Like a bug. Yeah, some kind of markup on it, no less. Alright, let's, we can, you know, let's outfit the thing. I'm sure we got some stuff we can put on there. So, Wolverine. So, we got multiple hero dragons now. I think almost all these are heroes, minus a couple. Yeah, the Battle Master and probably the extra Fire Starter probably aren't. Alright, loadout. Oh, it'll actually let us put 10s on here? Wow. Actually, I'm going to juice it up a bit, but weight would be the issue. How can we do on 5s? Kind of sketchy here on 5s, but we could at least do this. Gotta be able to do better on 6s here. Wow, surprisingly kind of light. I can put long range. LRM 5s, maybe? I do LRM 5s. Level 1s. Oh, that's gonna reduce. Huh. Can't do any better on the pulse lasers. Burst lasers. Wow, got a couple that would work. Why not? Nothing else is using them. Of course, because I don't use the others to learn the difference. So under tonnage by 2. I still can't do any more on the armor. Wow. 0.01. Good enough. Oh, ammo types. Aha, yes. So we need LRM ammo. 1. 2. There we go. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Star map. Okay, head down here. Ibstock. So we got an assassination one this time. In other words, fire starter, not the most qualified. So did I roll with a hunchback, which kind of is not super combat friendly, or do I go with something like the Victor, except it's slow? Okay. Satellites for misinformation and disarray. Okay. It's interesting that the planet that we arrived at doesn't look anything like the one that you see from the moon, and it surely didn't look like the moon, so a little inconsistent there. Damage coverage. Get a bit. Still jack up the salvage. Let's go less damage, more pay. Got recovered now that I spent all that money on the other thing here. So I don't know, what's my better offensive one? Probably the Battlemaster? Nope, I want that. Yeah, I can put my bigger lasers on this thing now, so I don't lose them. Maybe time to jack the Battlemaster up. Okay, let's change out for what's her face. Put Captain Crisp down here. Usually give her the Marauder or something. Well, you know what? Let's give her the Quickdraw. This one can stick with whichever dragon, I guess. Yeah, we're within 20 at least. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Some of these are a little still too vanilla.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Sounds like there's some fighting going on already. VTOL gonna crash out of my head.
Along with a number of Merc forces, have been using a series of satellites to broadcast false leads on the whereabouts of his father's mech. We'll have to take these satellite stations out in order to stop the spread of misinformation that could sow chaos for the remaining locations.
Somebody didn't get their agenda from the COVID era.
From Kate, who wishes to oversee the progress of our mission. Setting her up on comms now.
Greetings, mercenary. I hope you don't mind me observing the mission. I didn't realize the lengths my brother would go in keeping this mech from you. When I learned of this massive deception network, well, I just want to help in any way I can.
I appreciate that, Kate. What I don't appreciate is chasing down false leads to collect what's mine.
You can thank my brother, the black sheep of the family, for that. He'd rather the Archer fall into the hands of a stranger than honor his father's dying wish. Frankly, you can do whatever you want with the mech. I just want my brother to end his obsession and come home.
Destroyed.
That will leave a mark.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
Very shiny. Lots of light blooming lens flares. Produced by J.J. Abrams. And the Michael Bay, courtesy of the asteroids. Here we go, the guessing game. Rihanna's gonna be wrong every single time. Oh, it's for the satellite anyway.
Target acquired.
Hell of a shot.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
That was a miss.
Acquired.
Objective down.
Destroyed.
Mech down. Can hear the pilot scream through my cockpit.
Oh, they're bringing Max in. Well, they can chase me.
New target Thunderbolt.
This thing's gonna do some damage if I put these as 4s as well. Wow, they actually played that one out. They did drop full F-bombs in here. The other guy cut off a, you know, radio simulation, but... Oh, there's an Igor. There's 3 out of 7 Igors. At least this is more fun than playing Asteroids on the Atari 2600. Video game's earliest days, not all that spectacular. Alright, that looks like it's on the wrong side of that, but it can't go over from the other way without jump jets.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
So I saw this is a Warhammer. Better not leave this thing alone. Not all of their mech.
Hell of a shot.
Overheating. And getting picked off by something.
Target down.
That had the sting.
Alright, did they already get the dish while I was running in circles there? Around Cyclops.
That will leave a mark.
That VTOL is on our list of targets.
No, Igor.
Let's make our quarter.
New target, Hunchback.
Right on the head from long distance.
Incoming missile.
For long.
You all see that? The commander took that poor bastard's head clean off.
With a missile.
Target destroyed.
That had the sting.
Man, armor's on the red.
Ah, there. It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Tank or VTOL?
That target's a heap.
New target,
That.
Locust.
Skull unit receiving heavy fire.
Target destroyed.
That is a massive asteroid. Where's the satellite?
Target acquired.
The big dish in the middle of the base.
Target neutralized.
Alright, which way am I going to go here? To the right. Doesn't look like that's a very convenient way down, though.
Smoking carcass.
This is gonna hurt. Yep.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
finish this one.
Target acquired.
Shot.
Target destroyed.
6 out of 7. Just need one more. These guys better hurry up and get down here. I'm taking the long way.
Target acquired.
Ooh, J. Edgar. I didn't take. Oh, there's our last decoy. There we go. If I can hit the thing.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Push back.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That's another tower down. Why is Bowen going to this much trouble to disobey his father's dying wish?
Target
My brother was just a boy when my father was discharged from the Free World's guards. It wasn't just my father who became a pariah. It was our entire family. Bowen himself was kicked out of the Princefield Military Academy, barred from re-enlisting with the military as a retaliation by the League for our father's actions. Bowen saw his life dissolve into isolation and uncertainty, and as a result, turned to a life in the black market. My brother has always blamed my father for the loss of the life he could have had.
Tough break, paying for the
Somebody's a
sins
little
of your
bitter.
father.
That's what put an end to Bowen's falsehoods. Sadly, this second location was also a bust. Head back to the dropship, Commander. Kate has just supplied us with the coordinates for the third location.
If anything, he's just baiting us out, like, hey, I can take out the guy that's supposed to pick it up. I'm going to figure out who he is and where he's flying from. Yeah, it's a long way to drop some Rihanna. Oh, there's the leopard on a string.
Target acquired.
Partisan. Tanks are over there, is it?
That tank apart.
Oh, is one of them on the list? There's one's on the list, I'll take it. Yeah, we'll take the mana core.
Target destroyed.
It's a Scorpion.
Target destroyed. Target,
There we go. One left.
target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Alright, there we go. Pick up an extra notch on the job list.
Welcome back, Commander.
And we didn't even lose any parts that time. That's good. Still didn't see any stalkers, quick draws. $3 mil. And an extra crispy Battlemaster. So 18 nets us maybe a Panther, a Hunchback, or a couple Locust. Maybe. Wow, that's a lot of AC2s there. Oh, yes. Don't mind if I do. I'll stockpile these. Yes, I will take those. Okay, well, with 9 left, I think that gets us one of the smaller ones. Yeah, Locust, blah, blah, blah. Not too bad for the damage. Still underneath, anyway. Alright, job rewards. There we go. 70 gores for 1.7, some AC 10s, and some rep. Almost there. Almost got the ward dog. Improve the speed of any mech of choice. So how we do? A mana core still need another 6. Harassers need another 8. Oh, what do you know? Part 3. So he can no longer send his disinformation. Abandoned garrison facility. Okay, yes, we'll accept. But not before junking this thing. And repairing this stuff, hopefully, depending on where we're at and where they're sending us. So we're going one to the north. If we fly over here, that's 250,000. Fly up here, that's 150. Yeah, 3 academies over here. What do I want to do here? So, 150 is the shortest, it looks like. Just stop in an academy. Of course, 5% versus what, 25%? Pay more than that in the gas, though. Good thing I moved that other one. So, how are we doing on the year here? So it's May. I don't think anything's really changed on the star map here. Okay, do I want to advance the clock at all in order to... What was my intention here of upgrading? Oh, the Battlemaster didn't actually go. Let's do this. 17 days. If I have to wait all the way for this one just to upgrade it, it's going to be a bit. Because I could go level 3 or 4 lasers on this. I may have enough machine guns to feel comfortable with modifying that. I have not done any upgrades on it yet, and that would take even longer. So I guess let me think about this. So where's my good fire starter here? I'm pretty comfortable with 3s and 4s on this one. So the Hunchback's got 4s, a couple 3s. So the Victor, I might have enough for 2s on this now. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this one here. If I got enough 2s, I'd be more comfortable with that. So there's a normal. But check that out. I got 6 3s. You know what? So as long as I don't get the arm blown off, that'll be some serious damage. Okay. And then mediums, I can go up to 3, right? Yeah, I got for 2. Yeah, we can do that. That's 20 days, so yeah, we'll wait till the next stop before doing this. Gonna want to keep some of these heaviers around. You know what? Actually, you know what? We'll do something different. The Victor might be done by the time we get there. So, actually, we'll do that. We'll take the Victor out just for fun. Just for kicks. Yeah, it's gonna be a little heavier this time around anyway. Bernardo. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. Abandoned facility, she says. We'll see. Alright, so stick with that. Do that. Kind of the usual here. Okay, let's try the Victor. We haven't done that in a bit. So 290, so we're still under by 50. We can definitely beef them up a bit. My Grasshopper, well, let's go Marauder. You know, we could put him on the catapult. This is his preferred, well, laser one. Yeah, he's got some decent lasers on there. He still needs missile work, but... Okay, so she's tapped out. Let's put that one on the Cyclops. Still a 30. Where do I have room for improvement here? Grasshopper's got average stuff. Well, actually, if I put him on lasers, it's got missiles. He needs missiles. You know what? We can give him the Grasshopper. Alright, so we're still down 35. Other than using my Battlemaster, I don't think there's any other room for improvement since I put the Zeus out. Yeah, we'll just roll with this. The deficit doesn't matter that much. Not because of my magnificent steals to make up the margin. Alright, let's do that. Ah, Night Op. On a volcano. Ooh.
We're moving on a decommissioned base that the Archer may be stationed at.
Commander, I believe my father would have hidden the mech somewhere within the walls of the base when he retired. I doubt my brother will be far behind, though. You'll need to secure that
Oops.
facility and fast.
This is going to be a defense mission then?
This is the place, Commander. Fan out and secure the facility so the support forces can move in. I'll assume command of the base. Looks like we found a place, Commander.
Hard to miss it.
We need to keep as much of this facility preserved as possible, Commander, if we are to have any hope of our salvage teams finding Kincaid's mech after all this is over. Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander.
Perimeter? What perimeter? We're surrounded by volcanoes.
Major Killer with the Waco Rangers. You're trespassing on private property of Bowie Kincaid. Depart this facility immediately, or you will be fired upon. The Waco Rangers? How can Bowen afford to bring that lot into this?
I doubt he would be able to afford to contract out the entirety of the Rangers. Most likely, Bowen contracted out the Rangers Reserve Battalion on a short-term basis until he finds his father's Archer.
Couldn't he just buy a new mech of his own with all this cash? Why lease out a Merc outfit just to hunt down a single mech?
Despite my father, as long as that mech is out there, some part of our father and our family's noble lineage lives on. But he has no intention of using.
Man, I'm like having a harder time with the slugs than the lasers.
He just wants it for himself, so he can destroy the last vestige of our heritage.
33 enemies.
That's
This may not be the
why we
right mech
must
for
stop
this.
him.
Target fire
Our employer wants this area cleared of all
I don't know
tanks.
what that was.
acquired.
Alright, they're gonna shoot at from above. There, that'll get it.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here,
Yes,
Commander.
yes, the beehive.
More hostiles inbound.
In space. That's a Firestarter H.
Target acquired.
Damn, a solid slug, kind of disappointing.
Never gets old.
Target acquired.
Can't let this idiot run around the base. It is like point blank.
New target locus.
Okay, that one went down. Not that it had much to work with.
Target acquired.
That will leave a mark.
There we go.
Target acquired.
Oh, right between two of them.
Enemy reinforcements
Now we're
spotted in the
perforating
area.
them.
They look like they're heading your way.
So make sure I don't burn through the ammo. It's not a bunch of small stuff.
Target acquired.
Some VTOLs. Hunchback finally made his way up here. Of course, this one's like a base. Ooh, those missiles did some damage.
Target acquired.
Waste ammo with this thing. Fire, just go down. There.
Target acquired.
Recon has spotted additional bogies.
Oh yeah,
Heading over to
17,
the
halfway there.
intersects with your position.
Done a 28 on the slugs. Do that 500 on the missiles.
Hostiles are focusing on the facilities. Engage the hostiles to draw them off.
Yeah, no kidding. Commander obvious.
Target acquired.
I'll auto aim at this distance.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
In a mess. Where's he going? Oh, he's right. You guys running right past him.
Target destroyed.
Geniuses. This planet's very scenic, much like the original Mass Effect locales.
Target destroyed.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Target acquired.
They can actually send us a challenge at the tail end here. What, 10 more? Alright, who's firing missiles over the hill?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Gotta hit that VTOL. Got heavies to contend with.
New target awesome.
There we go. Save the ammo for the right target.
Target acquired.
Don't punch me.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target blackjack.
Hostiles inbound.
Okay, how many we got left here? 14 rounds, 5 more enemies.
Target acquired.
Of course, there's still stuff sitting in the base. Lightweight behind us.
New
We got
target
assaults and medium. Where you guys going? Go for the big dog. Yep, big dog done.
Incoming missile. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
2 shots left.
I can hear the pilot screaming from here. That target, the heat.
Am I gonna get stuck on this thing?
Showing all remaining ranger units are falling back from the area. I think we're in the clear for the time being, but I doubt we've seen the last of them. We're bringing in the dropship and the salvage crew to search the compound now, Commander. Sit tight.
For the time being, she says. So is there more or not? Can't remember if it was a part 3 or part 4. $2.7. Man, look at all those options that I can't take home. Not that it matters. Very common on the Locust. We have 4 of these, and there's 3 of them, 3 more available. Yeah, you got the salvage for all that. Oh, jackpot! Got more medium lasers for days. Take all these SRM2s as well. Level 4 stuff. Not so much of the machine guns because we got that, but I guess we'll take the costly stuff. Alright, not too bad on the damage. 2.7 payout. This must be a part 4 then. Yep, kind of looks like it. We still need 6 mana cores and 6 harassers. I think we got a harasser or 2 on that one. There we go. Storage facility. Yeah, because I thought there was a daylight op. It's kind of like in this locker in the back end of a urban section. And of course, if she said we hadn't seen the last of him, we got to actually fight Bowen himself and his wacky ranger pals. All right, where are they sending us? All the way up there. Well, we're closer to the industrial hub if I go for repairs. Okay, so now that I actually did the other one this time, I should be able to upgrade the, look at you guys. You guys aren't doing any actual action, because I expect more scrapes and bruises here if you're actually doing your work. See, look at this. I can do all the work around here. Takes 10 days for mine repaired. Alright, so what can I do with the Battle Master? This can kind of nasty if I can go all 4s. Yeah, I'm going 4s on this. This is going to be ugly. Yeah, 110. Check that out. Okay, PPC. Can I do any better? I mean, I could put a 7th laser on it, but... So I've got 4 level 4s. I might as well, unless I want to experiment with the X. So the difference here, weight-wise, so this is a 7-ton, this is a 7-ton. Damage 24, what's the difference? It's closer range. I guess I don't really care. Let's do more damage. Guess we'll experiment. Oh. Damage-wise, so this is a... So the... Is it fire faster too, then? I got a level 4. Let's play with the level 2. That's an average one. So my range dropped by 300. So apparently, yeah, distance not nearly as good as the standard PPC. Damage went up to 125. This thing's gonna be a bruiser now. All right, how am I doing on machine guns? We just pick up what, 3s? Because it's only got 2, I'm gonna stick with the 3s. We'll save the 4s for like the fire starter. Okay. I think we're good. I mean, the only other thing is putting some boxing gloves on this beast. Alright, Victor's getting repaired. It's, again, I mean, I like the slug, but I don't know what was going on there. Even with 2 slugs, it still felt like I wasn't putting out enough. Maybe it's because I got to get the 4s and 5s, which are going to be super rare. All right, let's get this part 4 done for tonight. No other elite mech sightings, so here we go. Should be able to walk away with another hero mech after this. Alright. I think that's all we got. Pot 4. Last location. Get down there and search. Look at all these in the 90s. Scorched Earth, pass. Raid, pass. Beachhead, pass. I'm not doing any of that. Alright, we've been sticking in range here, but man, we had some good salvage last time, so I guess we'll stick with that formula. Alright. Bring on the beast. It's still being worked on. 5 days. We can live with that. Alright, so we're at 320 now. Not giving anybody the victor, nothing else. So 75 and 70, so these are clearly the 2 lesser ones. So I got 85 and a 90. Man, so we're still, I mean, they're not even putting us at 400 yet, and I'm still 20 under. Oh well. Ready, wait, ready. Yeah, bright sunny planet. I knew it was not a dark one.
We're faced with a dilemma. To the northwest is our objective. Somewhere in that city is Kincaid's mech. We will have to secure and search the area if we are to claim it. But the Wacol Rangers have already dug into a position in a forward operating base to the south of our objective, and could move to intercept if they see us moving on the city. A preemptive strike against their base may significantly thin their numbers, but it might also allow Bowen to lay claim to his father's mech before we reach him. I'll leave it up to you to determine the best course of action.
I don't think either mattered. I think I may have gone back, but I mean, either way, the altruism version is go get the civilians first, because we're still going to have to go that direction anyway. So what if there's more of them? At least you can keep civilians out of harm's way. I think we still have to fight stuff down here anyway, so it's not like it's changing a whole lot. Just forgot that this was the split path for this mission. VTOLs in the sky.
Target acquired.
We think the Archer is somewhere in this city, but before we can go looking for it, we'll need to secure the area from the Wacol Rangers. They'll want to try dispatching forces from the south to intercept
The range.
I'm reading a number
Well, that's
of
the
Ranger
PPC,
forces
or
moving on the
PPX. It's
city.
more like a
We
shotgun.
must be getting close, Commander.
Hell of a shot.
So I gotta destroy the Air Forces. It's saying it's not doing anything yet.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm hitting.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
Kaliyama Weapon Industries. Alright, I don't know if I need to prevent wrecking the place or not, but whatever. Hey! Drop the Eagle right in the middle of the road. Alright, so we got 4 reinforcements. When are they coming? Now what? There they are. Well, that's crispy. And dead. Alright. Might like the PPX.
New target, Warhammer.
That took its torso off.
It's critical.
Kapow!
I hear the pilot screaming from here.
New target, Spider.
Commander,
Oh,
we got nothing. Our best guess is that the Rangers have already discovered the mech and have moved it to their forward operating base to the south. We need
Overheat.
to move against that facility. I'm receiving a message from the local militia commander.
Mercenary, we're looking to exert a small measure of payback on these Rangers for what they just did to the city. I'm dispatching a small contingent of militia vehicles to assist you in evicting these arrogant pricks from our world.
Happy for the help. You heard him, Commander. We will now have to move against the facility to the south.
Yeah, so either way, be attacking both sections. I don't know if going this way first would have mattered. This might change the story up a little bit, but that's about it. I think I had to redo this one for some reason. No, I think I died going up the hill or something.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Reactor explosion imminent.
Target destroyed.
Boom! Scorch them.
Let down. You can hear the pilot scream through my cockpit.
Yeah, I'm liking the PPX closer range. It's kind of nasty. Perforate them.
New target, Charger.
With my 6 lasers, I ain't doing enough. Now I'm overheating.
Impressive shot. That cockpit is gone.
Noob tool.
Lion, heat critical. Incoming.
Yeah, except I got a major heating issue here.
Take that tank apart.
Didn't like that, did he? Well, I weakened enough so everybody else could get a piece of that.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Who's walking in front of me? The damaged cicada. That's gonna do a lot of good. Oh, dropping right on top of me.
Deployed near you.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Save the heating. Yeah, figured that out. Put him over.
New target, Califrac.
Savage, Commander. Right in the head.
Quite savage.
Target acquired. Target
Yeah, the
destroyed.
6 times 4 level 4 lasers, it's doing its job. Somebody order some fried chicken. What do you want? That's like pulled off a 1-hit on a shotgun in Halo. Alright, he's almost done. The missile didn't put him over. That will.
Destroyed.
Oh, I didn't destroy one of the reinforcements down there. That's not good. I missed one. I ran out of there. Thought one of the ones I killed was the 4.
Target Shadowhawk.
Where you going, man?
Critical.
Oh, I didn't finish him.
Target destroyed.
Oh, that will count. Okay, that was number 4.
doesn't appear to be here, Commander. They haven't found it. Kate has spoken with the militia commander and has received access codes for a hidden storage facility at the marked nav point. Move and investigate as quickly as you can.
Alright, gotta keep my arm from getting blown off. Leg don't care. His arrow forces. Alright. The NPCs are here. Looks like the other bots are going to stay back there, so might be from up on the hill, maybe in the city. There we go, there's some opposition. Come on out to play. Make them all molten looking. Try to jump on me. Try to punch me too. Alright, let me clear this mess. Oop, that's a rock. Oop, lost a leg. Figures.
Square in the head, Commander.
Overheated in the process. Oh no, I can only move at 48 clicks. Still outrunning an Annihilator. And an Urban.
That machine's down for the count.
New target, Jaegerman.
Nicely done, Commander.
Got him.
Heat critical.
Activate garage. Yep, yeah, I remember this. It's the Agincourt or Ganymede? Which? Maybe it's the Agincourt.
There she is. Agincourt.
Agincourt.
My father would be proud to see it in your hands, Commander. Thank you for taking me this far.
It's a gorilla.
Celebrate yet. We have incoming dropships.
You do me a solid fighting the old man's mech, mercenary. Now stand down and let me take my birthright.
Bowen, please. Stop this madness now. He's dead. Let our father rest in peace.
No! Our family's name used to mean something until he traded through the line. He doesn't deserve our admiration. He never earned it.
System offline.
Oh no, not did it again.
Your brother wants
Don't lose
us
my arms and torso.
to go through him. Commander, let's end this.
All this carnage for a relic.
Crap, my arm's about to go. Ah, I lost the machine guns.
Gone from his path.
They're only threes though, I guess we're okay.
The same.
These are lasers.
Target destroyed. System offline.
It's got a little whiny brat.
Saved his life. We owe these people our thanks.
Heat critical.
That was some
There we
sharp
go.
shooting.
Okay, every time I have to overheat the thing. Oh, he's still not done. Where is he? Not piloting that thing, is he?
Neutralized. It's finished. Bowen has been taken out, and the Wacol Rangers are withdrawing from the field. Kate, I am sorry, but your brother's mech appears to be non-responsive.
I'm sorry to see it end this way, but I hope that now, both my father and my brother can finally rest in peace.
Rested in pilot
I'm sure the
goo.
honor of Kincaid's memory will be forever entombed in the core of the Archer Commander. Coming in for extraction.
You make me walk out of here. Look at this. My teammates didn't even take any damage again. Me doing all the work. Work, work, work. Check one hero archer. So if this is the Agincourt, I can't remember where the Ganymede is. I thought the Ganymede was an archer. There's 2 mil. And I think we already have the, another hero archer. Maybe there's only 2, and maybe I confused the Ganymede with something else. Oh, man, look at all this. Charger there. Orion, Cataphract, Thunderbolts, Wolverine, Warhammer. Wow, he can almost afford the one. Shadowhawk? Barely. Alright, the question is there anything else to... Wow, all junk. If it's all junk, I might as well take a mech. And if I can get the Shadowhawk, I'll take the Shadowhawk. Oh, I took 1 million damage. That doesn't help. So only about 400 covered in insurance, another 800 I'd have to pay out. Yikes. There we go. Second chance, very dramatic moving story. Take good care. We will. Alright, so let's get some repairs going, and I think we'll be about done here. So let's fly over to a little more friendly territory, even if we gotta use the gas. Back to Davion. So, before I go, though, so we unlocked... Well, this other one... Where'd that one come from? It's a campaign mission. Unlocked all these others along the way, but there's still at least another 3 or 4 down here. So 1, 2, 3... I think 4, yeah. Oh, nope, that's the same. Sorry, I was zoomed in. Like, hey, new zone. Nope, it's not. And we're in August of 3037. Not seeing any other notable changes. Alright, so we'll just fly over here, get repairs done. Oh, shoot, I should have moved that thing. Okay. Hold on. So let's take a look at this before I scratch this. So this one's all... it's just balanced. It's got short-range ballistic. I mean, I'd like the Shadowhawks originally, I guess, because I've moved on to other things. I can't find any that have any capacity. I mean, the fact I can use a Hunchback in a medium class with more efficiency than something like this, it's like I can't find any decent standing Shadowhawks. Alright, so let's move it to cold storage. And the Agincourt, probably. However, let's take a look at it first. So there's the Agincourt. No. That's the... So we do have... So that's the Archer T. There's the Archer AGC. This one's obviously a little more classy and regal looking. Man, missiles, 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 and lasers. So check that out. It's got 6 missile hardpoints and still got 4 laser hardpoints. That's rather robust. No jump capacity. Does the other one have jump? No, so apparently those not likely to have much for jump. And it's got the Beagle Active Probe, which I forgot what that does. But even as of right now, with Tier 1 weapons, it's already at a 134 and 8 upgrade slots. So other than the danger of losing the active probe, man, the bots should be able to use that more effectively. What's this one? So this is only a 118. It's got the Guardian ECM on it. That's got 4 lasers and 2 missiles. So I guess the change would be the fact that this has got 2 of the massive missile pods, but the Agincourt's a little bit more versatile probably for maybe some mid-range to close quarter scenarios. I can't afford to keep stacking the inventory with all this stuff. Let me... Man, I'm thinking this one's going to go for now. I'm going to put these probably in there too if I can't find an immediate arena mission to do here. So let's get these repaired. So those are all reasonable. How's my repairs from here? 974. I mean, so the good thing is I stuck with those level 3 machine guns, so I lost a couple there, but that's okay. It was a 4-part mission with higher difficulty. So, that said, no contracts here. Looks like we did get a couple mana cores. We're up to 11, so I need 4 more and then 6 more. Still need to kill another stalker. There's all kinds of interesting things floating around here. Oh, that's not an arena. So, arena's not showing me. It says 2 available. 2 mission operation. Let me try this one here. Then maybe, well, I guess the other challenge is if I put my small stuff in the cold storage, I'll have to dig them back out if I want to do more. Alright, so we could probably canteen. Kintaros we're not seeing. Trebuchets we're not seeing. Barely seeing Highlanders. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, let's take a look at the arena then. So we got 4v4 light. Yeah, let's do this before we go. One more shot at the X1. Alright, 1 for coverage. Maximize for salvage. 1 for pay. That's terrible, but whatever. So 4v4. We'll do it with 3. So, which one was mine? The H? I think the H is mine. No, that's not it. The E. Alright, so she's maxed out, so I'll remove her. She can have the commando again. You can have the other fire starter. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Prefer to cap the night with an X1, but no promises.
The MechWarriors are locked and ready. They will duke it out for a
Ooh,
shot
what's
at
that?
ultimate
Destroy the
glory.
priority target. How much time? 2 minutes. Of course, it ran, or it was like across the map last time.
Mech signature just popped up. We got a MechWarrior
Jenner.
looking for a fight. Let's give them what they want.
Oh, it's fast. I think. Is that faster than usual?
Bullseye took their arm off. This will really impact their melee
Where you
strikes
going?
out there.
That's red. He's dead.
Strike. Another mech destined for the salvage yard. Commander Mason sends another to the scrap heap.
Target flee.
Whoa!
RCX, that's different from Flea.
The ammo just went off like fireworks. Another opponent bites the dust.
Oh, where'd it go? There it is.
New target locust.
Man.
A precision strike. His weapon is damaged. His opponent can see an opening now. Jake Mason seals the
Yeah, I'm not doing 100 melee
He's
damage, are you kidding me?
forging quite a reputation out there. Lands an effective strike. Mason knocks another mech out of the fight.
Ooh, got a new level. That counts. I don't know what that means. Hoplomachus. Strange titles. So are any of these rare? Oh, the flea is the one, of course, it seemed like it was more rare, but I can take 2 of those. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. More stuff to sell or use for jobs. Ooh, black market countermeasures, black market probe. There's something new. Huh. I wonder what kind of equipment is that. So let's take a look at these here. So it's got the super. So a generator with a supercharger. That's probably why I was moving pretty quick. Nothing I really want from it. So move to cold storage for the time being. So there's the Locust 1S laser and 2 missiles. It's got a speed of 129. I don't know if that's normal or not. I'll have to check the others. Oops. Oops. What am I doing here? There we go. Okay, get repairs done. Alright, let me take a look at those locusts here real quick. So the 1E, so we've got... Man, we got a ton. We got 3 1Vs, a 3V... 129, 129. Yeah, 129 is apparently the normal speed for all these then, other than the damaged one, which has 1 leg. Okay, so I'll check the equipment here real quick, see what kind of weird thing they gave us. So some black market countermeasure and black market probe. Well, it's not showing up here. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Oh, it'd probably be down the bottom of the things if it's not an actual weapon. Like all the Guardian stuff. Yeah, black market countermeasures. Shields the mech from hostile sensors and homing missiles, serving as an effective defensive tool in arena combat and counter. Compatible with ECM hardpoints, so which I usually don't have. So this is more for detection. Base sensor range allows for detection of units outside. So I'm guessing these are kind of one-offs, so it looks like these were new relative to the Solaris Showdown DLC. So yeah, we got, oh, so EW countermeasures. So it's similar to other things. So these came out with Heroes of the Inner Sphere. So this technology was already available back then, but again, like finding the stuff with the hard points is so rare. So I don't even know. Okay, so ECM is also countermeasures. Okay. But so few of the mechs have those, or just don't typically use the ones that do. Like, so maybe our hero mechs have some of that tech. Alright, nothing else really popped up here other than Elite Pilot. So I guess, let's see how we're doing on objectives, try to get a sense of where we're going to go next time. So we took out the... Let's see if this shows up here, or... Where'd the one we finished go? Oh, here's another 8 that's popped up. Legend Customer Lancer, so... Was it in here? Where'd it go? Bow and arrow. So we did the Heroes of the Inner Sphere, so we took the oldest, lower difficulty one. So if we were to look at... Only Truth That Sticks is the next lowest. No, we got a 7. But that's... The 7 is the campaign one. We're still kind of holding off on campaign. So I guess it's either it'd be a 7 probably for this one, and that's actually the one that opened on that rando planet. Everything goes up to 8s, 9s, and then 12, etc. But these all would be part of the base game, not part of the DLC. So that's maybe go for blood minerals here next time, and that's actually not something too far away. So that's actually just across the border here. I don't watch this campaign, though. Not that I care. Alright, so how are we doing with House Merrick? So, there's, I think maybe we're neutral with them, finally. They're -5. Davian's, of course, -25. And no noticeable changes in the map at this point. So, I guess just waiting on the Solaris or Dragon's Gambit to activate. Maybe 30-38, who knows. But, yeah, sounds good. We made progress tonight. Got through here, opened all these, and then got through bow and arrow. And, I mean, it made progress on the arena. Got the, Agincourt from the bow and arrow one. Spotted the Charger Hero Mech. Didn't buy it. But we did buy the Quickdraw Hero Mech, so that's another notch in the belt for, Hero Mech collection. Yeah, so I can't think of much else. Yeah, otherwise it gets kind of repetitive just doing arena stuff all the time. Hard to believe it's taken so long to find an X1 unless there's been any kind of restriction of trying to get to a certain level first before being granted the salvage opportunity for it. So, thanks everybody's been hanging out. We had some lurkers tonight, so greatly appreciated. And for the rest of the week, should have Tactical Tuesday tomorrow with Metal Slug Tactics. Probably not going to have Thursday. We're going to mix up Throwback Thursday for a bit, but also with the schedule change next week. Also going to be playing by ear to see how many nights a week still continue. So yeah, we'll still be streaming. Just got test energy and energy levels and all that kind of stuff going into the new workload. So we'll see what happens. So that's it for tonight. Have a fantastic one. See you soon.